Hello, it's Lisa at Kinesiology, and I wanted to share with you part of a series that I'm doing on Facebook, part of a series called of Sacred Sundays, which is live recordings of contemplative prayer, of time to be able to sit and be still in the presence of God. Contemplative prayer is simply sitting, in being mindful, meditating, being still with God. Your idea of God is your very own, and I'm not going to put on you what you should think or what everyone should think. I have my ideas of the divine, and that are basically based on my experience and based on what I've read and my teaching. You, the same, will have your experience of God from your personal experience and from what you've read and heard. But today I want us to sit in the presence of God, the presence of God within us and within all things. There's a Hebrew word called Shekhinah, which in fact is a word describing the presence of God, the divine presence, the indwelling, the insettling of the divine within us. Within us, the Shekhinah, within all things. So today that's what I'm going to bring in for us to settle in, and that's the word for the mantra part of our contemplative prayer time. So let's begin. I'd love you to have your feet gently on the ground, just to feel the ground underneath your feet, to feel the safety, the grounding of the earth beneath you. And just gently breathe in. Just gently breathe so that your body can feel a bit looser, that you can feel a bit more space in your lungs. And just gently and quietly breathe in and out. Allow your mind to focus on your breath in and out with a gentle rising and falling, expanding and contracting of your lungs. A gentle rising and falling. I want you to imagine some clouds gently rolling past. And I want you to notice, I want you to feel the presence, the Shekhinah, the divine presence in those clouds as they roll by. Notice the divine presence in the clouds. And I want you to imagine some leaves glistening in the sun. Some beautiful, beautiful leaves. Maybe with some fresh rain droplets on them, glistening in the sun. And I want you to see and feel the Shekhinah in the leaves, in the raindrops. And as the rain falls, imagine the rain falling. The presence of Shekhinah in the rain as it falls. Even feel it dropping on your body. As the mud squashes under your feet, feel the Shekhinah, the presence, the divine presence. And as you look into the eyes of another, notice, be aware, feel know the divine presence, the Shekhinah. And even as you judge others, yourself, notice the divine presence. As you sit in fear and wear a mask, notice the divine presence. Notice the Shekhinah in that. And as we breathe, we allow the divine presence to be in our every cell. We notice it, we don't allow it because it's just there, but we notice it and we bring our awareness to it. And I want you to bring your attention to your toes, to the tips of your toes and your feet, the heels, your ankles, and notice the Shekhinah in your feet, the divine presence, indwelling. You might notice it as a colour or a sound or a feeling. Notice what the divine presence is for you in your feet. And as we move up through your calves, we move up to your knees, Notice the divine presence in your knees. And as we move up through our thighs and into our hips, notice the divine presence in your hips, the divine presence that helps you move, that helps you twist and turn, that helps you go forwards, helps you go sideways, and even backwards. The divine presence in your hips. Notice what it's like. What does it look like? What does it feel like? And as we move up, notice the divine, the Shekhinah, in your liver, in your kidneys. Notice in those organs the divine presence that keeps your system going, supports, holds. Know that every atom in your body is filled with the divine presence, filled with the divine settling, the Shekhinah. And as we move up through your digestive tract, up through your stomach, notice the divine, notice the Shekhinah. And as we move up to your heart, the centerpiece of our world, your heart, notice and feel Shekhinah in your heart, the blood pumping, the expanding, the nurturing, the life-giving, the Shekhinah in your heart. And notice if there's a colour that the Shekhinah represents in your heart, or a feeling, or a smell, or a sound. That is the divine presence in your heart. That's with you always. It has been there and it will be there always. And notice now as we bring our awareness up through our shoulders, our neck, our jaw, our ears, and to the very crown of our head. Notice the Shekhinah. Notice the presence of the divine in you, in your jaw, in your ears, your scalp. Notice the divine in your every cell, Notice the divine. Notice how it feels to be aware of the Shekhinah. And with your next in-breath, I want you to breathe deeply and say the word Shekhinah, or divine presence, or divine settling, whichever feels more comfortable for you. We breathe in Shekhinah and we hold that moment, we hold it, and we let it go. We breathe in the Shekhinah, we hold it, and we settle into it. Shekhinah, and settle into it. And we'll do that 2 more times. Shekhinah, Shekhinah, and let it settle. And now it's moments of silence, of just being in the presence of the divine, in the presence of the indwelling of the divine. Shekhinah, Shekhinah, Shekhinah. And I'll be repeating the word Shekhinah, but you feel free to, in your own mind, vocalize it wherever you are. Shekhinah in your own breath time, in your own cell awareness time. The divine indwelling, the divine presence. Shekhinah. 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 And we'll do 10 more breath cycles together. Shekhinah. The divine settling. Shekhinah. 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 Divine presence. Divine presence. Shekhinah. And as you sit in the presence, in the Shekhinah, the divine indwelling, I'm going to finish up our time together, but you feel free to continue this for as long as you want, to sit with the divine indwelling in you. And as you move into your day, notice the divine indwelling in what you taste, in what you touch, what you hear, what you see, and what you feel. Your thoughts, your words, your movements. Know the Shekhinah in all that you do and say and feel and think and taste and see. Know the Shekhinah inside. Thank you for joining me. May the divine Shekhinah be with you.